This is the Eco Living Show.
Hello, this is Amie Alissa Watson, and this is the Eco Living Show. I wanted to take the opportunity today to introduce you to a new project. So, as I said, my name is Amie, and I, for 2 years, have been providing a service to people of Barton and surrounding villages, altering and repairing their clothes. As part of that business, Amie Alissa Design, a bespoke slow fashion service that fixes, changes, reshapes, and more importantly, helps you fall back in love with your old clothes. During 2020, we launched an online virtual repair cafe to help engage those that wanted to repair their own clothes from the comfort of their own homes. This proved successful, and so I had an idea to create that in real life. I realized the more I was able to help people online that we are all missing that social element. Our fittings were done via video calls, and then a quick drop off at the front door was much less than the service I had strived to provide through doing all of this. I wanted to give back to this community and to be closer to it. And it hit me quite hard one day that without that interaction with people, I was lacking the one thing I hoped for, which was to help make a difference to people, to get them wearing those unloved clothes and to urge them to hang those curtains up finally, to get maybe a new zip into a coat that could not be closed. I want to be able to offer that for free. One thing is I hate charging and hate profiting from something that I actually truly believe in. But we have to eat. We need to pay for the electricity, and actually it isn't sensible to do everything for free as much as I would if I could. So why do this? I made the decision that this was part of something bigger, that this was part of something I needed to offer, to give, to show caring, to volunteer my time in more ways than I was. We plan to run this actual repair cafe in real life in Barton at some point, hopefully at the wonderful building of the Creativity Arc, at least once a month. That's the plan. As soon as we are able to do so, we will be getting it set up, and you can come along. You can buy your own hot drinks and food, and you can have lots of nice cafe snacks. It'd be like an actual cafe. I won't be doing the cooking and stuff. Don't worry about that. I'll leave that to the wonderful people at Creativity Arc. But I'll be providing the services that are basically just free repairs for people that want to come and get things repaired. Clothing mainly, fabric items, please. We'll start small with fabric things rather than doing things like woodwork and stuff. I mean, not that I wouldn't turn my hand to it, as some of you will know. I have been doing some gentle woodwork at home over the last few months. But anyway, I'm digressing as usual. So yeah, the ideal thing is that we'll be able to, as soon as we are able to do so, we will be welcome. You will all be welcome to bring items that need repairing or altering, and to fit. Maybe perhaps a trouser, that hem that keeps on falling down. That seems to be a popular one. Maybe your buttons keep falling off. Your cardigan. You just need help stitch it back on. Yeah, we can do that. We can either help you to do it, or do it for you, or you can sit and do it yourself. Simple as that. Or maybe perhaps you, just like me, you sort of miss seeing people and being near people and want to actually just get out of the house for something that's not just, I don't know, just a little walk or going to the shops and getting something. Yeah, so we're going to be there to help you fix the things as a nice little local service. So, from all this, as I've mentioned in my previous show, this is where birthed the idea of generating local projects that would run alongside the slow fashion business, but that could have maybe a greater impact, and actually such a movement might make a difference. Herein lay Slow Circular Earth, a social enterprise ready to make changes locally and bring a stronger sense of community for me, not necessarily within our actual community, because it's quite strong as it is, but help us all to live that sustainable life. We can't wait to start this journey with you in our community. And I was asking people if they do want to join and join the waiting list for the Repair Cafe, because there will have to probably be one because there'll be restrictions on amount of people, blah, 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 blah. Is that you actually email to us, or you can subscribe on www.slowcircularearth.co.uk or info@slowcircularearth.co.uk. If you email us, we can contact you. If you want to subscribe to our regular updates via email, you can do so on the website. There are little click buttons all over it for your pleasure. So, yes. So I just want to finish off a little bit. That would be quite a nice interactive sociable element. So there are things that I have been doing at home to sort of see through this time, and not necessarily to see through this time, but to make it easier this time that we've had at home. It's been better, a lot better and easier for me personally, because children are having remote lessons via the school, which is really, really helpful. And it means that actually I'm not the one desperately trying to help them understand what it is that they're doing for each lesson of the day. And it's been absolutely wonderful seeing that the kids have been able to just work by themselves and not worry too much about anything really. It's just, I'm just printing. I'm like the TA, and I'm happy in my role. I'm really happy in the teaching assistant role, providing the printouts and kids, get on your lesson. It's 11 o'clock or whatever it is. It's been really, really nice. So I've had a chance to sort of sit back. I say sit back. I've been just as busy as normal. Still furloughed, but just at the point where I can now I can't really do much else in my time. Like the writing of the book is sort of stopped because of the lack of that blocks of good, quiet thinking time, and that can come at any time of the day or night anyway. But it doesn't come as often because I'm sort of really tired and things from just that sort of the sameness of making sure that I've got the kids on their lessons at the right time, making sure that I've printed everything for them, all that. It all just sort of just takes your brain and you uses your brain. It's good. But so on the other side, we've been trying to get outside more because it's cold and it's wet and it's snowy. And I love this time of year usually, but for some reason this year it's seeming quite hard. But yeah, anyway, it's the same for a lot of people. So what we've been doing is just getting out in the garden and building stuff out of pallets. I mean, I've been threatening it for years, but now it's actually happening. It's quite exciting, and just creating so many things that I wouldn't have done if I hadn't just started putting pallets together. Just got some old screws and thankfully I got a drill in, I think it was in April last year. We was like, oh, let's do some woodwork, pallets and stuff, and we didn't really do that much with it last year. But yeah, this time we're making the most of it. So there's a chicken coop and run on its way. That's looking pretty good. Had loads of great stuff given to us from neighbours and from people not far away, people from the neighbouring villages, and lots of offers of great free bits of wood and pallets from people around Barton. And it's great. So I've just basically just put this chicken coop together based on free stuff or things that I've bought for secondhand, and yeah, it's really good. It's very exciting. We shall hopefully get some hens at the end of this month to put in it once I've finished it. But yeah, there's a roof that needs to go on it still. But then I also started during during doing that. I just can't just do one thing and then leave it. So what I did was I started. Oh, actually, we made the hot tub. Did the DIY IBC tank hot tub in last year. Well, and we've got it working finally, sort of like at the end of last year in 2020, and then now we've started cladding it, so it actually looks like a real proper nice cool wooden hot tub. It doesn't look like the dodgy IBC tank one that we originally started with when it arrived in with green and all sorts of wet greenness on it. Anyway, so yeah, so we've been cladding that finally. Got myself a little pallet buster. Got some really good people around and on board now that sort of really see what we're doing with these pallets and how what it's not just about just me making stuff with pallets. Yes, it is, and it is fun, and we're really enjoying it. But it's actually just showing people that there are other ways to live, and you don't need to spend lots of money, and you can still be really happy. And life is much more simple and stripped back and laid bare, which is great. So yeah, so chicken coop, the hot tub's nearly finished now, cladded in. I'm going to put some, finally do some blogs for to follow up with these as well, so you can see all the nice little photos, because I've taken a lot. Yeah, and so we've started building a pallet den for the kids to just play on. So that's in progress now. Oh dear, it's the fun we have. Oh yeah, and also building a summer house, which possibly could turn into a podcast place. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about whether I'll be able to make it nice and soundproof, and whether it'll be of any. I don't know. We'll have to see with that one, I think. But anyway, yeah. So that's all good, and that's all out of pallets and bits of wood and stuff. So we've got a local absolute gent just letting us know whenever he's got some pallets available, and yeah, so that's brilliant. That's a really good step in the right direction to be able to have the right things around us to make the things that come to my head. And that's where they come, and then we go to Pinterest, and that's good, and that's very exciting. And my daughter's really enjoying doing that, and she designed the chicken coop actually. She's the driving force behind that, and it's really good things to do for our mental health, and getting outside for our actual health, and just keeping us sane. It's good to have something to get out and do during the day and in and around break times for what the kids are doing during school. So it's super really that we have this opportunity to make the most of living sustainably during this time of lockdown, and everyone's restricted. And actually, personally, I feel like less restricted than I have in many years. So it's pretty freeing really, which is very good. So I will wrap up today. So just giving a little bit of a taste of what we're going to be doing locally and some projects. Currently looking to try and sort of set up Slow Circular Earth as a kick, as a community interest company, so that we are able to help more. We're going to be able to do more projects, because at the moment it's basically just sort of me ploughing on every oh, but that's fine. But yeah, so to be able to sort of open it up and get more interest and more help, yeah, we're gonna look at turning it. We looked at a charity, but it's hard. It's hard to do that as a sole person. You need lots of directors, and it needs to be a proper regulated thing, and it's just quite hard to do that, yeah, when it's just yourself. So yeah, anyway, so get that all sort of underway at some point when I've got a little spare moment. So that'll be exciting. And keep on doing the Amie Alissa design, the making and the repairing and altering. So if you need anything doing, you can just let me know. Yeah, we have we've got a lot. There's a lot going on, and we'll be sending out some emails. So if you do want to subscribe to the updates that we have, and you get regular updates on the posts that we do, and we will be dropping in there with local projects that will be coming up. Okay, so yep, so we are going to be doing the repair cafes in real life at some point in the not near future. In the near future. That was like I don't know, that was a Freudian slip or what there. Maybe I know something that I'm not letting on to my own self. Or perhaps I'm just tired. Possibly. So, yes. So the repair cafes will be happening locally to start off with in Barton, and I do plan to run one out in Low Villages, somewhere possibly Saxby All Saints, lovely little place, and then one in Brick as well as. So we'll just sort of gently reach around this area to start repairing things for people, and so we will continue with our endeavours in pallet making, and hopefully I'll share that all with you soon. So yeah, this has been Amie Alissa Watson for the Eco Living Show, and we hope to see you soon.